there was this red bacteria that was found in crickets, and it was causing them to die but turn red when they die. And it's some sort of bacterial infection. So we actually had to, it was kind of weird, we had to autopsy a cricket and like take out the bacteria, and we cultured it on a plate and we kept isolating it until we had a pure sample of it.
Initial question was like, why are some of these crickets dying and not turning red and some are? And basically what we were trying to do is just discover as many like characteristics of the bacteria as we could.
And then we ran all these different tests on the bacteria, because one of the ways that you can describe bacteria is just by seeing, does it ferment this kind of sugar? Does it produce a gas or an acid when it does that? What kind of nutrients does it consume and what helps it grow the best? What kind of pH does it prosper in? It's kind of complicated process where you take like a slide and you put water and the bacteria on it, and you fix it to the slide by running it over a Bunsen burner, so you let it dry and then you heat fix it over there. Then you pass all these different kinds of chemicals on it.
One of the experiments we did was we took a plate, and then there are these antibiotic discs, and when you put it on,
yeah, that was
and you culture the bacteria, if there's a circle around it where the bacteria didn't grow, you know that it's resistant.
We did find some really interesting things about it, like in particular, like there wasn't a big conclusion to be drawn at the end or anything, but I think that the thing we found most interesting was the way it reacted to different pH levels. Yeah. And of course, some bacteria is really nasty and you don't want to get involved with it, but it also kind of opens your eyes to the whole fact that there's this whole other world of organisms out there, and some of them are beneficial. And we actually watched a lecture that was explaining how your cell makeup, your body is actually made more of bacteria than than your own human DNA. You contain more bacterial DNA. So I thought that was really interesting, and just as I've been going around throughout my life, here and there, something with it will come up, like if I have to go to the doctor and get an antibiotic for something, I start to think about what that's really doing inside of you.
Okay, you got three things to metabolize this. You've got some data here about the red color and media presence, and you just got to figure out what those pieces of data are.
But I also think it's just really interesting too to be able to know like how to apply all of these labs. If you ever wanted to look at bacteria, it's just interesting because I never thought that you could do so much with it. Like, again, I always thought like, ew, bacteria gross, and they always advertise, you know, like, wash your hands, be clean, like get the bacteria off, it's bad ever since you're a little kid, but you don't realize
some bacteria
you
don't want to get rid of.
Yeah.
And sometimes just by constantly using hand sanitizer, you're killing bacteria that you need, or you're just adding to the process of bacteria evolving to become more resistant.